I was explaining to my mom what malicious compliance was, and she reminded me of this story. I was a senior in high school when all of a sudden I got sick at school and had to be sent home. Because my car was in the shop, Mom had to come get me. It's about 9:30 a.m. when this happened. As we're driving up a very busy street, we see two 7 to 8-year-old kids, we'll call them Frank and Zelda, trying to cross. Worried, Mom pulls over to see what's going on. The conversation went roughly as follows. "Mom, kids, are you guys okay? What are you two doing here?" Frank, "Dr. Idiot said we couldn't come to school early, so he sent us home." Now Mom is very familiar with Dr. Idiot. He was the principal at the elementary school my younger brother was attending at the time. My brother, Mark, was going through some behavioral issues at the time, and Mom was commonly called to the office, to the point they were on a first-name basis. Not that he allowed her to use his first name, because I have a doctorate in education. So it's Dr. Idiot. So, in other words, he was an entitled idiot. There was a gas station 10 feet away, so Mom tells Frank and Zelda to meet us there. We pulled in, got some water for the kids, as it was a hot day, and Mom calls Dr. Idiot's cell phone. Again, the conversation went roughly as follows. "Idiot, this is Dr. Idiot." "Mom, hi, this is Mark's mom. I have two kids here named Frank and Zelda, and they say they were sent home early?" "Idiot, yes, their parents dropped them off at 6 a.m. because they had to work. Something about mandatory overtime. Of course, we're not a daycare, so I just told the kids to go home and wait for the bus." "Mom, are you kidding me? We're 5 miles away from the school. They walked all that way. It's a wonder they weren't hit by a car or kidnapped." "Idiot, what are you going to do about it?" "Call the cops, click." Mom was absolutely floored, but she decided to give Dr. Idiot a nice dose of reality. At the time, we lived in a small town. How small? So small that sometimes the chief of police would have to walk the beat. And that day, he happened to be a block or so away from the gas station. When he got the call, he arrived. Got the whole story from not only Frank and Zelda, but from Mom and me. And being a father of two elementary-aged kids himself, he was pissed. He looked at Mom and said, "Chief of Police, it's time I had some words with Dr. Idiot." The chief of police drove Frank and Zelda to the school in the squad car, which they were super excited about. Personally escorted them to their class, and then marched to Dr. Idiot's office and proceeded to tear him a new butthole, telling Dr. Idiot that he'd help the parents press charges on him for child endangerment. Among other things. From that day on, Dr. Idiot allowed Frank and Zelda to be at the school early on the days their parents had mandatory overtime.